Imagine it, Chloe, Jake, the Evergreen Glen Firebirds, our very own Major League Soccer team, playing in this magnificent arena. Think of the energy, the international recognition, the sheer excitement it will bring to our city.
With all due respect, Mayor, my projections indicate a significant financial risk. The initial investment for the stadium alone is substantial. Have we fully analyzed the potential return on investment, including ticket sales, merchandise, and ancillary revenue?
Beyond the financials, Mayor, I have concerns about the proposed location, the old industrial zone bordering the Westview neighborhood. While it's currently underutilized, the residents there have legitimate worries about noise pollution, traffic, congestion, and potential gentrification.
Chloe, we'll fill those seats. Soccer's exploding in popularity in this country. The Firebirds will be a sensation. And Jake will work closely with the Westview community. We'll implement noise mitigation measures, improve public transportation, and ensure that any development benefits the existing residents. This isn't about pushing people out. It's about lifting everyone up.
Lifting everyone up requires concrete data, Mayor. Our preliminary analysis suggests that the economic benefits might be concentrated in certain sectors and may not directly translate to significant job creation for the Westview residents.
And what about the environmental impact of building on that site? There are potential brownfield issues that need to be thoroughly assessed.
Look, I understand your concerns. Chloe, you're right. We need to crunch the numbers, and we will. Jake, your connection to the community is invaluable, and we will engage with the Westview residents every step of the way. But sometimes you have to take a leap of faith. This isn't just about building a stadium. It's about building a legacy. Evergreen Glen deserves a Major League Soccer team, and this stadium will be a symbol of our city's ambition. Sethi.
Chloe, have you seen the preliminary community impact assessment for the stadium project? The Westview Coalition is organizing protests. Their concerns about displacement are growing.
The data doesn't lie, Jake. While the mayor's enthusiasm is infectious, the financial projections are tight. We're relying heavily on private investment and future revenue streams that are not guaranteed, and the cost overruns on the Unity Tech Center are still fresh in my mind.
But this isn't just about numbers, Chloe. These are people's lives we're talking about, their homes, their community. We need to ensure that this project doesn't come at their expense.
That's why I'm pushing for a comprehensive community benefits agreement with legally binding commitments on affordable housing, local hiring, and investment in neighborhood infrastructure. The mayor seems receptive, but there are whispers of him meeting with some very influential, very wealthy developers who might have their own agendas for the surrounding land.
My fellow residents of Westview, I understand your anxieties. I want to assure you that your voices are being heard. This stadium project is not intended to displace you, but to bring new opportunities to your neighborhood. Opportunities for who, Mayor? For the wealthy fans who will come in on game day and then leave? What about us?
We need guarantees, Mayor. We need it in writing that our rents won't skyrocket, that local businesses will be supported, that the jobs created will be for our community.
Mayor Sterling, we appreciate your presence, but trust has to be earned. We need to see concrete plans, not just promises. We need a genuine partnership, not just a top-down development. Jake steps forward.
I've been working with the Westview Coalition to draft a detailed community benefits agreement. It outlines specific commitments on affordable housing, local hiring quotas with enforcement mechanisms, investment in local schools and parks, and measures to mitigate noise and traffic.
And I am committed to reviewing and implementing a strong community benefits agreement. This project will only move forward with the full support and participation of the Westview community.
Mayor, Implementing the full scope of the Community Benefits Agreement will significantly increase the project's costs. Our reliance on private investment will be even greater.
So, what are you saying, Chloe? It's not feasible.
Feasible, perhaps, but with a much tighter margin for error. We need to secure substantial private funding, and the terms might not be entirely in our favor.
Mayor, the Westview Coalition has reviewed the draft, and while they appreciate the progress, they have a few key amendments they'd like to discuss, particularly regarding long-term affordability guarantees.
This is more complicated than just building a stadium, isn't it? It's about balancing ambition with responsibility, progress with preservation, and my vision with the needs of the community.
Mayor Sterling, your vision for the stadium is impressive, but our financial projections indicate that the extensive community benefits package you're proposing significantly impacts our potential return.
Those benefits are non-negotiable. This project must serve the entire city, not just your bottom line.
But we're talking about a substantial investment here. We need to see a clear path to profitability.
We've presented a detailed financial model that demonstrates the long-term viability of the project, even with the Community Benefits Agreement in place. However, we need your commitment to fair and equitable terms, and from your end, a commitment to working with the Westview community to ensuring that this development is a positive addition to their neighborhood.
This is tougher than I anticipated. The investors are hesitant, and the community has legitimate concerns. I want this stadium, but not at the expense of our city's future or the well-being of our residents.
We might have to scale back some aspects of the stadium design to free up funds for the community benefits package.
Or explore alternative funding mechanisms, perhaps public-private partnerships with a stronger emphasis on community ownership.
We'll find a way. We have to. This isn't just about bringing a soccer team to Evergreen Glen. It's about showing that development can be done right, equitably, responsibly, and with the community at its heart. We'll keep negotiating, keep listening, and keep pushing until we find a solution that works for everyone. Today, we break ground not just on a stadium, but on a promise. A promise to invest in our community, to create opportunities for all, and to build a future where everyone can thrive. This project has been a journey, one that has involved tough conversations, careful negotiations, and a shared commitment to doing things the right way. Thanks to the tireless advocacy of the Westview community and the dedication of Chloe and Jake, we have forged a strong community benefits agreement that will ensure this development uplifts the entire neighborhood. And we have secured private investment that aligns with our vision of equitable growth. The Evergreen Glen Firebirds are coming home, and they will play in a stadium built not just with steel and concrete, but with the spirit and support of the entire Evergreen Glen community.